Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. When Mr. Harrington called me into his glass-walled office that morning, I already knew something was wrong. His tone over the intercom wasn't congratulatory. It was careful. Too careful. The kind of careful that meant disappointment was coming, wrapped in polished words. "Leah, come in," he said, smiling that tight corporate smile. My heart pounded as I sat down, fingers tracing the edge of my notebook. 10 years. 10 years of overnights, cancelled holidays, tears hidden in bathroom stalls, and victories no one saw because they'd become expected. Today was supposed to be my reward. The promotion I'd earned, the one I'd sacrificed almost everything for. Instead, he cleared his throat and said, "We've decided to give the position of vice president to Emily." For a second, I thought I'd misheard him. "Emily? As in, your sister?" He gave a small, apologetic laugh. "Yes. She's been with us for 3 months now, but her leadership potential is undeniable. The board agrees." 3 months. My breath caught. The air in the office felt too thin. "Sir, I've been handling that department for a decade. I trained half the executives you have now." "I know, Leah," he said, leaning forward like he was consoling a child. "You're invaluable. But Emily brings a new vision. Fresh blood." I nodded slowly, too stunned to speak. "Fresh blood," I repeated, the words sour in my mouth. When I left his office, everything blurred, the hum of printers, the sharp click of heels, the buzz of fluorescent lights. People glanced at me, maybe sensing the shift in air, maybe knowing already. Office gossip spreads faster than email. By lunch, Emily was in my chair. That night, I sat on my apartment balcony with a glass of wine and my laptop open to her profile. Her resume was laughable. 2 short stints in marketing, 1 failed startup, and a social media presence built entirely on curated smiles. But there was something else there, something odd. Pictures from company events she couldn't possibly have attended, months before she was hired. Then I noticed one photo in particular. Emily and my boyfriend, Jason, at the company gala. The one he said he couldn't attend because of a family emergency. My chest constricted. My fingers trembled over the trackpad. Jason, my steady, quiet, supportive Jason, laughing beside her, his hand resting on her back in a way that wasn't professional. I zoomed in until the pixels blurred. There was no mistaking it. When he came home that night, I waited. The apartment felt unnaturally quiet, every sound amplified. The soft click of the door, the rustle of his coat, his whistle fading when he saw me sitting in the dark. "Hey," he said cautiously. "You okay?" I stared at him. "How long have you known Emily Harrington?" He froze. Just a flicker, but I caught it. "She's your boss's sister, right? I think we met at that gala a while back." "Don't lie." His mouth opened, then closed. The silence that followed was suffocating. "Leah, please," he started, rubbing his face. "It was a mistake. It didn't mean anything." The words shattered something inside me. "A mistake?" I repeated, my voice breaking. "Jason, she's my boss's sister. She took my promotion, and now you're telling me you were sleeping with her." He winced. "I didn't know she'd be hired. I didn't think." "No, you didn't think. You never do when it comes to what you want." He stepped closer, hands raised like he could fix it with touch. "I was lonely. You were always working. I felt like I'd lost you to that company." I laughed bitterly. "So you found me in her." He said nothing. That silence was my answer. The days that followed blurred together. Emily called me into her office, my office, and smiled like she hadn't torn my life apart. "I hope there's no hard feelings," she said, twirling a pen. "I think we can make a great team." I wanted to scream, to tell her what I knew. But something in her eyes stopped me. She wanted me to react. To break. So I didn't. I smiled instead. "Of course," I said softly. "I'm sure we'll work well together." She relaxed. Satisfied. That was her mistake. Because what she didn't know was that I had everything. Screenshots, messages, photos, the proof of her affair with my boyfriend, dated long before her interview. And one email in particular, sent from her company account to Jason's, containing a confidential project proposal, the same one she'd presented as her own. I waited 2 weeks. 2 long, silent weeks, until the board meeting. I sat in the back, my hands steady, my expression calm as Emily delivered her shiny, stolen presentation. When she finished, I stood. "If I may," I said evenly, stepping forward. "I'd like to show the original draft of that proposal, filed under my name 6 months ago." The board murmured. Mr. Harrington frowned. "And while we're at it," I added, clicking the remote to the next slide, "perhaps we should address this." The screen filled with messages between Emily and Jason, her bragging about getting the promotion, about using what she had to get what she wanted. The silence was deafening. Emily's face drained of color. Mr. Harrington's expression shifted from confusion to fury. "Emily, what is this?" But I didn't wait for her answer. I turned, gathered my things, and walked out to the sound of chaos erupting behind me. That night, Jason came to my door again. I didn't open it. I watched from the window as he stood there, helpless. I'd spent 10 years proving my worth to people who didn't deserve it. I'd built my life around loyalty, only to be betrayed by the 2 people who benefited most from it. But for the first time in a decade, I felt free. Sometimes betrayal doesn't destroy you. It releases you. It forces you to rebuild on your own terms, stronger than the version they tried to break. And as I watched Jason walk away for good, I realized I wasn't angry anymore. Just done. Completely, utterly done.